Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Mary. I post fashion, beauty, and health and wellness videos. And today I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about hormonal acne. I filmed a video a few years back actually about my experience with hormonal acne, but I really haven't filmed anything since then, and my skin has actually gone through a pit and gone through a really horrible phase since then, and then gone back to just feeling like radiant, confident. I want every girl and guy and anyone to feel confident, comfortable, and radiant without makeup on. There's nothing better than that. So I really wanted to sit down and not talk about my journey this time, but talk about my tips. Because I think over the years I have dealt with some pretty bad hormonal acne, and I've cured it, and I think that hormonal acne is inherently attached to the gut. So healing your gut will ultimately heal your acne. So I wanted to talk about the things that have really helped me to heal my gut, which has healed my bloating, my chronic bloating that was very uncomfortable and pretty painful, that has also helped me completely clear my skin, that has helped me grow my hair out really long and thick and lush. And so yeah, just kind of my tips for healing your gut and through that healing your hormonal acne. So yeah, I do need to say I am not a registered healthcare anything. I am a registered health coach with IIN, but other than that, take what you want and leave what you don't. Because I know that some of my tips and tricks might not align with you, and if they don't, totally good, but take what you like. And also leave suggestions for me down below, because I love hearing from you guys. That's actually how I found out, or how I got the idea to do this video, was from a subscriber. So I'm really just I love creating a community with you guys and would love to hear your feedback always. So yeah, okay, so the first one is I just want to talk about, also I have my phone here with some notes on it. I'm not texting or anything. I just want you guys to know that I'm fully present with this. First of all, let's talk about, is your acne actually hormonal? And chances are, if you're past puberty, if you're past your teen years, your acne is hormonal. So if it is hormonal, it will likely be around the chin and the jawline, as mine was. You can see in the thumbnail, it was right here for the most part, and I would also get it in my T-zone, which the T-zone is a little bit different, and I can talk about that just briefly in a second. But around the chin and the jawline, very deep-seated and very painful. So if you think about cystic acne, that's hormonal acne, for the most part, at least in my experience. So if you are experiencing this, I think that these tips and tricks should help you out. So as I mentioned, I think that the gut and everything is so interconnected. So in order to really heal your acne, I think it goes back to the gut. So the first thing is greens. Are you getting your daily greens? I'm not saying you need to drink 5 green juices a day, but I'm saying try and have one big lush salad with raw vegetables a day, including raw greens. And that means switching up your greens too, so that you can get different vitamins and minerals from the different types of greens. So if it's maybe for the first half of the week, you have arugula salads, and then when you do your second grocery shop of the week, you go and you grab a mixed greens and you grab some spinach. So just really getting a wide variety of greens, I think, is super important. If you have the time and the funds, I really recommend a green juice. If not every day, then maybe let's say you're a busy working gal or guy or whatever, and you have time to make a green juice twice a week on the weekends, do that. Just whatever you can, I think, is a green juice is so cleansing, detoxifying, clearing. I mean, once you get into the green juice grind, you'll feel it. So For me, I love to just do a green juice with cucumber, celery, lime, and fennel. It just really works wonders for me. The cucumber is super hydrating. The celery is so medicinal. The fennel is great for your blood and your circulation, and the lime just kind of adds a nice little zest, honestly. But as well as the greens, I think starting your day with warm lemon water is a great way to just kind of like start to, I think it's a great way to ease your gut into the day, and to just put have the first thing on your stomach be something that's like warm, pillowy kind of, is how I think of my warm lemon water in the morning. And just like clearing, it just eases the gut before you have any food. I like to think of the lemon water as a nice like coating for the stomach. And yeah, so what I would say in terms of then vegetables is what really helped me, and again, this is not going to work for everyone, but I like to do raw vegetables until dinner, or just raw foods until dinner. So usually I'll make a green juice in the morning, I'll have my coffee, I'll then make a nice beautiful bowl of fruit around noon or so. Right now it's 12:40 though, and I'm drinking my green juice, so it is what it is. But really whenever I get hungry, and I think, again, listen to your body. Intermittent fasting works for me, doesn't work for everyone. If you get hungry straight in the morning, eat, do your thing. And then I'll have like a nice, really big salad with a healthy fat of some sort and a protein of some sort. And then for dinner, we'll do like a cooked vegetable dish with some sort of a healthy fat and protein again. So that's, again, what works for me, is doing a raw thing until dinner. That also just really helps my energy levels, I've realized, but it really has helped me, I think, to balance my hormones. Because it ensures that I get a wide variety of raw vegetables, and that I'm taking the nutrients from those in order to have like a nice and balanced and just like healed gut, honestly. Another thing is getting in pickled vegetables. That is fantastic for healing your gut. And I know this stuff seems like it's like, okay, Mary, you're talking about your gut, not hormonal acne, but frankly, like, they're the same thing. The acne is just an external show of what's going on internally, if that makes sense. So I'm out of focus, hey. But yes, okay, and then in terms of vegetables, because I want to talk a little bit about what vegetables, any vegetables are great, but I would say try and do organic. And again, I know it seems like very, like, I don't have an unlimited budget, how can I afford all organic produce? I do not expect you to, because it gets expensive, which honestly, that's like a whole other side note, the fact that organic produce is so much more expensive than non-organic, like seriously, and the fact that produce is so much more expensive than McDonald's, but whatever. That's another story. But I am going to link the Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen. Clean 15 are okay produce to buy non-organic, and the Dirty Dozen are the things that you should always buy organic. That's what I stick to, because I stick to a budget for buying groceries, and I just don't have the budget, frankly, to buy everything organic. So the Dirty Dozen and Clean 15 is a great thing to like look back on for sure. Another thing that I would say is cutting sugar, and just replacing it with like clean vegetables, natural food. And when I say cutting sugar, I don't just mean like refined sugar. I also mean if you're trying to get to the root of your acne, a lot of hormonal acne is due to sugar, and I would probably go about it where I cut like most sugar, if not all sugar, for a month or so, and then slowly introduce things back in. So I mean, like, when I say that, I mean fruit too, and maybe just stick to like berries for that first month and things like that, and then slowly start to add back in like fruits and a little bit of sugar here and there. Like, you guys know, like, I eat sugar. I have my nightly granola bar or dessert. I love dessert, but I think that it's obviously like not the best for our skin. But again, like if you're not comfortable with that, then try other things first, and that can always be a last resort, because I know me telling you give up all sugar, like that seems a little aggressive. So yeah, I would try adding things in before you start cutting everything out, and maybe leave that as like a last resort. But I really think like adding in greens, adding in raw vegetables, adding in healthy fats, things like that, and that, yeah. But one thing I do recommend taking away ASAP is gums and emulsifiers that are in foods. They're literally in everything, and that was, I was just on the phone with my mom before this. She was helping me kind of brainstorm some things to talk to you guys about, and that was one of the contributing factors for me, like the major contributing factors to my hormonal acne, was that I was eating gums and emulsifiers on a day-to-day basis. And while my diet was like super healthy and clean, other than that, I was actually drinking nut milk that had gums in it, like every day in my coffee, and I didn't realize it. And so I would make like a really nice creamy oat milk cold brew with Oatly, and I didn't realize it had all of these gums in it. So if you have like things, I would just check your nutrition labels and see. There are so many amazing things that don't have gums in them. Like I literally made this simple swap of Oatly for the Califia Farms, because Califia does not have any gums or emulsifiers in it, and it also doesn't have rapeseed oil, which can also be a hormone disruptor. So literally like small switches will make a big difference. So I would say really just like check the nutrition labels if your stuff has like xanthan gum, like honestly just anything with gum, carrageenan, get that out. And yeah, those are used to preserve foods but can be hormone disruptors, and then ultimately contribute to the acne. Another thing I would say is sweating daily. I try to sweat daily. I probably don't, honestly, just because I don't have a sauna here and things like that. But and I don't always sweat during my workouts, because I'm gonna get to that in a second. But honestly, any form of sweating, and it doesn't have to be like dripping in sweat. I'm saying just like get your heart rate up a little bit, like whether that be Pilates, whether that be going on a walk, just get some sort of like movement, because I think that that energetic movement really helps to just like, first of all, decrease inflammation in the body, which is naturally going to, I mean, everything comes back to like anything that's disrupted in the body, whether it be acne, whether it be gut issues, which I think are connected, as I mentioned, whether it be bloating, that's just inflammation. Acne is inflammation in the body, and so what better way to decrease inflammation than just kind of like moving and getting it out, you know? So sweating daily has really helped me. And also low cortisol workouts. And again, these don't work for everyone. For me, I realized that my body thrives off of really low cortisol inducing workouts. So I do a Tasha Franken, like around 30 minutes of that a day. Sometimes I'll go to a hot yoga class, but other than that, I walk, and I feel so good. I feel so strong. I feel so confident. I feel so just amazing in my body. I feel literally so strong. I was going to say strong again, but I do. And I think low cortisol workouts have helped to, again, decrease inflammation, which has also just helped to decrease puffiness in my skin, as well as decrease any sort of external acne. Okay, this is probably, besides cutting gums and emulsifiers, honestly, no, this is my number one: water. Drink water. If you're not getting 3 liters of water a day, make it happen, because water will help to flush out any sort of toxins in your body. And so if, let's say, you do have like some toxins like from gums and emulsifiers or from non-organic produce, things like that, water will help you to flush that. And so that it doesn't like get clogged and show up in your skin. So seriously, drink water. You will see a massive, massive difference. Guaranteed. When I started drinking 3 to 4 liters of water a day, my body changed, my skin changed, everything changed, my mood changed. Yeah. Water is like the best medicine, in my opinion. Okay, another thing that is kind of random, but has really helped me is sunshine first thing in the morning. No sunscreen, no sunglasses, none of it. 20 minutes of vitamin D in the morning. Get out, go for a small walk, whether you walk to go get coffee, walk to go get a tea. Coffee's technically not the best for your skin, so if you're able to, probably cut coffee, but like, I love coffee, so I didn't do that. But honestly, it would be good. You could always replace it with a matcha or something. And no, but like seriously, get out, go for a walk, put in a podcast, stay off your phone, because those things are just gonna raise your cortisol, which if you don't know, cortisol is a stress hormone, and that's just gonna make your acne worse. So I would say get outside, listen to a nice podcast or like good music, and just get moving, because that'll again decrease inflammation in the body, lower your cortisol, and ultimately get rid of that acne for you. As you can tell, it's a really like a combination of a ton of things, and I think I wish that I could tell you like just take this pill, but also I don't, because these things will really just help you to live your best life. Like all of these tips, I can guarantee it. And I also will say that I have not been on accutane, but I almost went on it once, and I've tried both topical and oral treatments for my acne, and none of it worked for me. And I was always so frustrated. I was like, what is the issue? And then once I started kind of delving into health and wellness, that's when I really like became passionate about getting to the root causes of things, and now we're here. So then one of the last things I wanted to talk about is lymphatic drainage. And this is again, just like clearing inflammation from your skin. There's a ton of like gua sha tutorials that are going around TikTok and stuff right now, but I gua sha twice a day, and it literally, actually, okay, no, I jade roll in the morning. So I have a jade roller that's always in my freezer that I'll do in the morning, and then I'll gua sha with my oils at night. And I think that has really helped with honestly just moving like any sort of inflammation out of my, because you just go out with it. I've done a tutorial before, and then you go down and it moves any sort of inflammation or blockage. So like, I swear to you, if I feel a zit coming in and I literally go with my gua sha, it goes away. I'm not joking, because I'll feel like that pulsating below the surface. And so then I'll just take my gua sha with my products and just like move that energy, and I swear, like, I know I sound like a kook, but I swear this stuff works. Okay, the final thing is, once you've done all of that, and kind of while you're doing all of that, I would say really get to the root of what works for your skin in particular. Because, and I just finished the Skinny Confidential's book, and some people love Neutrogena face wipes, some people think they're the devil. Like, it's so personal. All health and wellness, skin, food, any workouts, any of it is so personal. So learning what works for you is really just what this whole journey is all about. And so what I did about a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago, was I was having horrible cystic hormonal acne, and my sister Anna was like, Mary, cut it all. Cut all of the skincare that you're doing right now, and for a month, do a gentle cleanser, aka Cetaphil or CeraVe, my two faves, and witch hazel. And just let your skin get back in its natural rhythm. And you're gonna go through some dry phases, you're gonna go through some oily phases, but it just allows your skin the chance to breathe and reset. And once I did that, that was like a game changer for me. So I know that it's just, the thing is like, you get a breakout, then you start picking it, then you start putting stuff on it, then your skin gets dry, so then you put some oil on, and then your skin gets clogged, so then you start breaking out all over, and it just becomes such a toxic cycle that sometimes you just need to stop. And like, you're gonna keep breaking out for a while, but at least what happened for me was when I cut all of the stuff that I was putting on my face and just started doing a gentle cleanser and witch hazel, my skin got really dry. Then I started to break out, And then it was almost like my skin was just kind of purging itself. I did not touch my skin. I literally did not touch the zits. I didn't mess with any of it. And then about like 3 weeks in, my skin really started to clear and start to cultivate its own natural oils, and really it worked wonders. So then from there, you're able to start kind of introducing in a new skincare routine that works for you. I swear by Honest Beauty, Jessica Alba has my heart. Her products have worked wonders for my skin. That's not everyone. So I think just really finding what works for you is important in this journey too. But that was a lot of information. Those are some of the things that have worked for me and people that I know. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to me. Please stay nice, and no matter what you say, obviously we don't all agree on things, but I just wanted to talk about my own specific journey and what's worked for me. And just like what my tips and tricks are, I guess. So yeah, if you guys haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button below and follow me on Instagram. It is always linked down below. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being a part of this community. I value each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next vid. Bye guys.